Hello beautiful people, welcome to your part 1 of your astrological forecast. In this one we are going to pull cards, and I'm going to be using more decks than I normally do because I will be covering 2 weeks worth of energy. As I mentioned in my part 1, I am celebrating my 40th birthday next weekend, so I will not be recording anything, and subsequently after that I will be relocating back to Europe, so I have some packing to do. So that's why I'm creating an astrological forecast that is covering more of a ground than I normally do, and my next one will be recorded from Europe. And also in honor of my birthday, I am running a 40% of all my services sale, which is starting today on Sunday and will terminate on May 1st. So if you would like to book a reading with me, you can find more details on my website. This might be a good time to book. And yeah, with that, I'm going to dive into the cards. So let's just see what else is going to come through. Once again, if you would like more of an astrological guidance with regards to the energy for next 2 weeks and the Taurus New Moon, which we'll be experiencing on April 27th, then check out part 1. In this part, I will be pulling cards. So I'm going to start with Queen of the Moon, as I normally do, for the energy of this new moon in Taurus lunation. So let's see, what is the energy of this new moon in Taurus, April 27th, 2025, please, Spirit. Okay, what do we have going on with the new moon in Taurus? Jumper, the masculine. Okay, number 42, that's interesting. That adds up to number 6, which is balance. And this is a lunar god, and there is a full moon there. So we are trying to balance the divine feminine and the masculine. Balancing divine feminine and the masculine. We will have the full moon in Taurus on November 5th. So yeah, let's see. And then we can see there are 2 beings here in the shadows, right? 2 beings, the divine feminine and masculine. So yeah, we are stepping into our power, because by the time we have this new moon in Taurus, Saturn is already in a new phase conjunction with the North Node. The conjunction is happening on Monday the 21st. And also we have a lot of planets back in Aries. Venus is not yet in Aries by the point of the new moon. She will move into Aries afterwards on April 30th. But we already have Mercury there, we have Neptune there, and of course we just entered into Taurus season. So Sun is now in the sign of Taurus by the time you're watching this. But either way, it is about balancing your divine feminine and masculine and stepping into your authority. So the masculine, and at the bottom of the deck we have the hunger. Okay, a lot of people are hungry for the power. This is the wolf moon. Again, new full moon, 29, which is 11 master number frequency. What do you hunger for? What is your desire? What is your passion? Again, with all this Aries energy and Mars being back in a sign of Leo in opposition with Pluto. The exact one is happening next Saturday on my birthday, the 3rd of the 3. So we are balancing who we were with who we becoming. So what are you hungering for? What are your desires, your passions? What is the energy that's pushing you forward? And are you feeling confident to act on it, to step into your power, to step into your... Because masculinity is the action, right? And now with all planets going direct until May 4th. So this is the second and last lunation this year, this new moon in Taurus, when we have all planets in direct motion. The previous one was the new moon in Pisces, which is again the seeding of the new sense of meaning and purpose. And until from May 4th until the end of the year, we will have always some kind of retrograde going on. May 4th is when Pluto stations retrograde. So yeah, now these planets currently being all direct, we can feel that the momentum is changing, that there is this desire to move forward, for the change to take place. The first 3 months of the year, it was more of an introspection, inner work, shadow work, culminating the past dynamics, right, until Pisces season. Then we have the eclipses, and now things are moving ahead. So what are you hungering for? What is creating the desire for you to move forward, right? So that's 6 and the 9, 6 and the 11. Okay. And should I read a little bit of the booklet? Let's see if there is anything that pops up for me. Oh, I didn't even open it. Okay. Let's see. 42, the masculine. Two. 42. All right. I believe, no, it's not quite the last card of the deck. It's time to step forward and lead. Be the leader in your own life. Yeah, next month we have Saturn moving into Aries. You have more power than you think. It's time to formally learn more. Enroll in a course or learn a new skill. Offer your protection to someone weaker than yourself. Take steps to improve your health and vitality. And then the affirmation is, may the positive attributes of the masculine align with me. Okay, time to step forward and follow your dreams. Follow what you hunger for. What is this hunger about? 29. And also, who do you feed, right? Which aspect of yourself do you feed? Both have to be balanced, though. Because when we suppress the shadow, we have the black moon Lilith opposing this new moon in Taurus. So, Wolf Moon, feed the good and hope within. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. And then the affirmation, I recognize all that I hunger for. So, and companion stone, Amazonite, which is the science, spiritual stone of awakening. So yeah, this to me, this other layer of like, yes, what are you hungering for? What is your desire? You know, this is the opposition between Leo and Aquarius, you know, the Mars and Leo and Pluto in Aquarius, but it's also about understanding yourself, understanding your shadow, you know, like, and all aspects of you have to be in alignment. Everything has to be satisfied. So suppressing our need is not going to make them go away, right? It's about, okay, how can we meet our needs in a healthy way, in a non-destructive way, but being aware of them, or being aware of like, okay, well, this is what, you know, if I expose myself to this situation, people, circumstances, that this is what's going to happen. So, okay, so how can I do it in a way that is actually not damaging to me and others? So yeah, but I feel like still with that, what you're hungering for, it's like what is giving you the desire to move forward, and then being aware, why am I doing that? You know, am I acting on my shadow, or am I acting on my integrated shadow? Because I'm in charge, not my shadow is in charge. But you know, this is again where we master in our mind and our emotions, which is this Jupiter going through Gemini and then going through Taurus, going through Cancer from June onwards. Okay, what is the message from the Sun, Queen of the Sun, with regards to this lunation? Reciprocity, yeah, here we go. There is the balance, reciprocity, the giving and receiving. And again, 42, 6. This is the second 6, just like the masculinity, right? The reciprocity, the 6. Photosynthesis, and it's all green. The heart, for the heart to be engaged, you know, the hungry ghost, that most people are acting out of the place of the hungry ghost, you know, the unfulfilled needs and desires of the inner child that then became distorted. And then at the bottom we have beginnings, and this is now in the card 13, which is the death card in a tarot, the death and rebirth. We can see she's all in white, beginnings. And this is number 4, which is in tarot, is the emperor, right? 4, which is the new foundation, beginnings. We are creating a new foundation. You have the power. You have the power to create, right? But make sure that things are in balance, you know, that you're not creating from the place of lack, right? Because if you're creating from the a place of lack or fear, then you cannot create something that is different frequency or vibration, right? The frequency of lack can only attract more lack. The frequency of fear can only attract more things that we are afraid of. The reciprocity. So being conscious, you know, being conscious. The healthy divine masculine connected to the heart. Mars is in Aries. Being aware of your needs and desires, and working with them in a healthy way, in a constructive way. So here we go, the beginnings and reciprocity. Okay, let's see. Reciprocity, that was the first one, 42. Enter into equal partnerships, build your teamwork. While some of us like to run solo, few of us can live life completely independently. So choose well. Choose generosity over meanness. Look at where you can enter into service, but not servitude. And then the affirmation, I accept positive energy and ripple it back out into the world. Right? The cause and effect, the law of cause and effect, reciprocity, the 6 of Pentacles. It's not about being a servant. It's not about being a tyrant, treating equally, which is, again, the balance, right? The 642, 6, but also the Aquarius, right? The Aquarius is all about balance. So let's try this one, beginning. So that's what we learn in beginning. We are creating a foundation where we're going to be living in a world that is based on reciprocity, not all like acting out on hungry goals, right? But like understanding your desire, understanding your passion, integrating, balancing the shadow and the light in each of us and acting on that. You are in charge, you are the creator, you are the leader, you decide, right? Like self-mastery, to me, that is a self-mastery. So number 13, which is number 4, yeah, the self-mastery emperor, Capricorn, self-mastery. Okay, Aurora, this is Aurora. Begin and begin again. Find joy in fresh starts. Watch the dawn. Consider how many dawns we see in life. It's a finite number. So understand time is precious, is a precious resource. And affirmation is, I am grateful for every new beginning. And this is also what I was mentioning in my astrological video. We don't know how much time we have left, right? We take every new sunrise for granted, but we don't know. Nobody knows if you're gonna be here tomorrow or in 1 year or in 10 years, right? So why waste time, right? So we're beginning to live life more consciously, where, yes, this is like, I keep going back to this card, when we integrated our shadow, we understand, we don't hide from it or pretend it doesn't exist. Everybody has a shadow aspects of themselves because that's what we inherited, right? Like we came as a pure soul, pure spirit, but when we embodied the human experience, right, a lot of things got passed on to us, and then we accumulated more throughout life, because unless we transmute and transform that energy, transcend that energy, we will attract more that we are in a frequency match to an alignment with. So this is to do with the law of attraction. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are, right? Who you are, what you frequency match to. So when we become conscious, the full moon, when we become conscious of the unconscious, right? Conscious of the unconscious, you can then act from that place and master your life, become the conscious creator of your reality. That's Saturn moving into Aries next month. And we are therefore beginning a new way of experience reality that is based on reciprocity, healing, right? This is all green, and heart chakra, acting from your heart, but also world where we appreciate everything, because everything has a meaning and a purpose, right? So even the hungry ghosts, they are just helping us to understand what holds a meaning and a purpose, right? Life itself. All right, what portal is being opened with this new moon in Taurus? What is the portal? The portal of this new moon in Taurus, please, Spirit. What is the portal that's opening up for us? New moon in Taurus, April 27th, 2025. Okay, I'll take this one. Inner Earth. Perfect. And there was actually one that came with it, which is Emerald Table Activation, Cosmic Ordering, Divine Alchemy, Conscious Manifesting. Yes, because when we become conscious of the unconscious, we can manifest consciously, right? And at the bottom is again the star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, soul families. Yes, coming together with your soul family that holds the same values, right? The value system. It's beautiful. Stargate. Yeah, so this is coming together. The soul tribe is coming together. But yeah, this thing. Inner Earth, base chakra, strength and security, lying foundations. Yeah, exactly. New moon in Taurus. That's again about this hungry ghost. Being aware of what you desire, because that's making us act on things. So yeah, what is hiding underneath? What is hiding underneath? What is behind everything? The Inner Earth, base chakra. Okay, I'll read that. And then yeah, the Emerald Table. Once we take care of the basics, then the Kundalini rises to your heart, right? It's kind of like a Kundalini, like the serpent, the divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. Then you can go from the base all the way to the top, and like attract consciously with your third eye, with your higher chakras. But if things are not in balance, if things are not in alignment, that's why just focusing on the upper chakra, we're completely like disregarding or neglecting the lower chakras, they're just gonna create desires that's gonna become distorted, because we need what we need. It goes back to the hunger, the hungry ghost. What are you hungering for, right? What are your desires? Are they coming from the heart, or are they coming from the ego, from the unconscious, right? So base chakra, being aware of the foundation, creating a new foundation at the moment. Okay, let's see. Let's go for the inner earth. Inner earth, we haven't had that one before. Very spot on with regards to Taurus, right? The inner earth. Here we go. Base chakra, strength and security lie in foundation. The base chakra is also known as the root chakra, found at the base of the spine, is the energy center that governs our connection to the physical world and all its lessons. This card transports us to energetic gateway that connects us to this planet and everything that we have learned during our many lifetimes here. There's the South Node in Virgo. We are being given a powerful opportunity to root down and claim our right to be on the planet, to claim that the truth that ultimately we are safe. In the image there is a gateway below a giant tree. This realm is called the underworld. This is a spiritual realm visited by shamans journeying to collect energies, meet guardian beings, and reclaim parts of their power or the power of others that have been left behind. Know that if you are searching for parts of yourself, you have the opportunity to find them and build stable foundations. You have the right to feel grounded, safe, and secure. Right? And we know through the hungry ghosts, right? The hungry ghosts, they are teaching you. They are teaching you what is still unhealed. Oh, wow. And my phone is just showing 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right on time, right? They're teaching you so we can create a stronger foundation. Your message, you are becoming fully aware of what you need in order to feel safe and fulfilled on planet Earth. Know that this is part of the divine plan for you to be incarnated upon this planet now, and although at times you may have felt unstable or that you have lost your way, you have been building up momentum to be where you are today. You are in a space where you can build powerful foundations, a space where you can lay out exactly what you need, who you need to be, and what you need to do to flourish and grow. You have the opportunity to reclaim parts of yourself that you buried deep within and reclaim gifts you've abandoned. If you are starting any projects you are thinking about, taking up something you've had on hold, now is the perfect time. The seeds you are planting are sending roots deep into the Mother Earth. You are held, you are supported. Perfect. Creating a new foundation. Okay, we already had this, but let's just see the main message. Emerald tablet activation. Emerald tablet activation. When the Emerald Tablet activation card appears, you are being called to remember the gifts you are carrying from previous lifetimes. Even if you don't always understand how to express them, there is a part of you that knows you hold great power within. This is a special time for you to use that power to bring into manifestation all that you need for your life to unfold in a way that is in alignment with your best interests. All that has unfolded so far has given you the opportunity to learn and grow, even the unsettling moments. But you are a master alchemist with the capacity to take all that was once challenging and use it to create positive opportunities for yourself. As above, so below, all the thoughts you send up to source will contribute to your evolution on Earth. That's again about the balancing, right? The reciprocity. The Earth always have supported us, right? So now it's time to create consciously, you know, the world, the Earth, the experience on this planet that is supportive to everyone. New beginning, right? So the Kundalini rising, becoming aware, becoming conscious, and yeah, like the gifts you brought with you, you know, to create a new foundation, they are all Taurus, you know, the gifts that who you are, the essence of who you are, you know, you don't have to do anything to deserve. You already are the gift. You already hold within yourself the gifts that you brought with you, you know, your energetical imprint, because we are electromagnetic beings. We are mostly energy, right? So we brought with ourselves that which we came here to contribute, right? Contribute with, contribute by. Yeah, and then the star gathering. I'm just being mindful of time. This one, the star gathering, that's the soul families coming together. Oh, it opens straight away. The stars have aligned. You have found the lost pieces of yourself. This was at the bottom, so this is where we're heading, right? and your energy, and now is your time to shine. You are magnetic, attracting people, energies, and opportunities that will allow your dreams to unfold. This is a time of wishes fulfilled. All of your dedication, focus, and dreaming has paid off, and now you can reap the rewards. It's important for you to know that this plane of existence is your rightful place, and not to spend too much time trying to transcend this reality, for you chose to be here at this time. Make the most of this powerful opportunity. If you are feeling particularly connected to certain individuals at this time, it's because you are finding your star family, beings you connected with before you entered the cycle of physical incarnation. And as long as you are connected to yourself, you are home. Yeah. Connected to the realm beyond this one, where we all came from, right? But at the moment, this is where you are. So this is what you co-creating, the earth with the ether, with the cosmos. Okay, so let's just pull the major arcana for this part, so this new moon in Taurus, major arcana. What is the major arcana for the new moon in Taurus message? And then okay, death. Okay, yeah, we already had the number 13. What was it? The number 13. Oh yeah, the beginnings. Yeah, because every time something is ending, something new is beginning, right? Death. We are letting go of the old versions of ourselves. Only child is standing, right? The purity. You're becoming and embodying the new version of yourself. Mars in opposition with Pluto, right? Balancing the old versions of yourself with the new. And at the bottom, judgment. Yeah, answering the call. This card keeps coming up. It's time. It's time. We cannot pretend no more. It's time to awaken. It's time to rise. It's time to shed the old skin. Yeah, face the past. Face the choices we made in the past that made us feel trapped, right? The Capricorn. You have the power to become your own Capricorn, to shed that. Look at things from a new perspective, right? The illumination, because the wheel is about to turn next year. Okay. So don't lose hope. Okay, and now I'm going to pull other cards. So these are more the integration cards. Okay, so these were the messages for the moon. For the moon in Taurus. Okay, and now we're going to look at the energy afterwards, how we integrate in this energy for the following week, starting from April 28, right? April 28. So I'm going to pull a card from Moonology. So how are we integrating this new moon in Taurus in the following week, the week when I'm gonna be moving from one continent to another? So let's see. Moonology messages. How are we integrating? How we will be integrating the Taurus new moon? What is the message from the lunation? What is the best way to work with this energy? Please, Spirit. Okay. Oh, wow. 2 cards. Take the lead. Take the lead. Yes, perfect. Take the lead. The masculine. Again, you have the masculine. Right? That was different. This one, masculine. And also this one, the laying foundation. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's all falling. Take the lead. And the other one is changes. Yeah. Be the one that creates the changes. Don't wait for the changes to happen to you, or having to happen for you. Be the one to decide. An abundance. Focus on what you want to attract. Abundance, domicile, moon. Moon at home, domicile, moon. This is moon in Cancer, right? That's what we're going to be having the following week. Moon in Cancer, right? After because the new moon is in Taurus. So the following week, moon in Cancer. Gosh, where are my notes? Let me just see. Moon in Cancer is moving on May 1st. Perfect. May 1st, May Day, right? And that's the day when Uranus is sextile in North Node and trine in South Node exact. It's an opportunity to create your own abundance by taking your lead and creating the changes in your life that needs to be. Quicksilver moon. Yeah. This is a time. Energy is going to start moving very quickly from now on. So take the lead and make the changes to create your own abundance. Stop comparing yourself and looking at someone else, what everybody else is doing. So this new moon is seeding this energy that allows for that to happen, the portal, right? You can become your own alchemist. You have what you need within you to create what you desire, to co-create with planet Earth. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna use this one, which is the Nature Whispers. Nature Whispers. Okay, what is Nature whispering to us? This is the integration of the new moon in Taurus. Nature Whispers. What is the guidance? Nature Whispers. Integration of the new moon in Taurus energy. Okay, there is a bunch of cards. Perfect setting. This actually, I'm gonna take this card because when I was shuffling, this card winked at me before. This number 9. Perfect setting. Again, you create, you choose what you want to paint, what you want to create. Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. Integration of the Taurus New Moon. Okay, oh my god, they all jump in. Too many cards, just one card, please. Okay, let's take this one. Open your heart. Perfect, open your heart, here you go. And this is a card number 10. Yeah, the next year, 10. And at the bottom, shift your energy. There you go. So perfect setting number 9. This is the year number 9. Perfect setting. And it's interesting that we have the sequence. And this is number 19. Shift your energy, which is also a number 10. 1 and 9, number 10. So this year, in the year number 9, you are creating the perfect setting for next year. So you deciding what you like. You are painting your future. Literally, you are painting your future. So this is perfectly in alignment with these 3, right? Take the lead on the changes that you want in your life. Don't wait somebody else to make your changes, right? Take the lead, right? This is orange, yellow, orange, which is the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, right? Make the changes. And then this is all red, right? This is like orange and red against sacral and base to create your own abundance. Right? And then this card is literally supporting the same thing. Let me just put it down here. Too many decks. You're creating your own picture. Painting your own picture. This is the Jupiter square in the nodes, pointing to the North Node. What holds the meaning? What is the vision? What is the vision? You know, make the choices. This Mercury on 11 degrees, you know, the Aquarian degree, and also 11 degrees, the master number frequency, exactly where Uranus was the last time Saturn and North Node conjunct, right? You can watch my video to see where that was all happening. Here we go. You painting the picture for your future in the year 9, ending the old cycles, freeing yourself from the old karma, right? Seeing what's underneath to create your new foundation, facing the shadow, understanding your hunger, understanding your desire, understanding what is moving you, taking a charge, becoming your own emperor, right? New beginnings, perfect. Through reciprocity, understanding the law of cause and effect, law of karma. So yeah, so open your heart. You know, this year is preparing us for this heart opening, the Christ consciousness, the heart-centered consciousness. Open your heart. This is, you know, the swan. They are the usually they're depicted as like represent soulmates, and also it's like they're loyal for life, right? They're one of the few animal species that actually are loyal for life. Open your heart. Open your heart. What you're loyal to, be loyal to your own heart, right? And shift your energy. Number 19. This is the year. This is the opportunity to shift your energy by opening your heart. Paint the picture of the future. Visualize what it is that you want to manifest. Yeah, shift your energy with your focus, with your breath, with your thought. Right? The crown chakra flowering on all these birds. Right? Mastering the thoughts. Thinking positive thoughts. Focusing just on the things that you want to manifest. Paint your own future. Focus just on the things you want to manifest. Don't leak your energy focusing on the things that are not in alignment with your heart. Stay true to your heart. Perfect. Okay. Where is the deck? What else was underneath? Adventure. Focus your energy because there is a new adventure ahead. Perfect. Yeah. Experiencing planet Earth differently. Look at that. And yeah, there is a full moon. So I'm feeling that with the full moon in Taurus, a lot of things will have changed, because we know that in summer, when Uranus moves into Gemini, we're going to be starting to jump timeline. Like literally from July 2026, you have the opportunity to tap into, tune into, and start experiencing the frequency of 2026, you know, living this reality differently. So yeah, prepare for your new adventure. We have the full moon in Sagittarius in May, right? Right, and at that time I believe Saturn is already in Aries, right? So here we go. Paint your own picture of the future. This is your opportunity. Focus on that, right? Focus on that. Take the lead on your life. Don't allow someone else to do it for you. Let go of that old version of yourself where you felt you couldn't, right? That was dedicated by the past, right? The past choices. Feeling like we were stuck with the choices we made a long time ago. Change your perspective, right? Change your perspective. The wheel is turning next year. All the tens, wheel is turning. Okay, and then we have, this is the nature's sacred earth oracle. Sacred earth oracle. I might have to use the PDF for that. Sacred earth oracle. Okay, this is from Tony Calerno, I think. All right, let's see. Sacred earth. Okay, sacred earth. What is at the bottom? Consistency. Okay, that's winking at me. Sacred earth oracle. Guidance for integration of this new moon in Taurus, especially moving into month of May. Yes, which is when we will be. Oh wait, the Sagittarius full moon. No, it's in June. In June, yeah, for sure. By the time Saturn is in Aries, but also Jupiter will be in Cancer by that time. Yes, June. But yes, we're entering into May. May will be shifting from Taurus then into Gemini, the choice, right? All right, let's see about this Sacred Earth Oracle. What is the guidance? Sacred Earth. So we had the nature whisper into us. That was about the perfect setting. Choose the vision, you know, shift your energy, connect to your heart. And now what is the earth? Again, shift. I mean, you can't make this up, right? Like seriously, where is this? Shift your energy. And here we have shift, right? And this is all purple. It's all about the violet flame, forgiveness, also the nakedness, you know, like being innocent, being reborn. The shift is coming. You're being reborn, right? Reborn with the spirit, right? In physical body. What is at the bottom? Magnetism. Magnetism, working with the law of attraction, attracting into your life whatever you want to manifest. This is kind of like a dove, isn't it? The purity. Oh, and it's orange. Orange, red, the base chakras, right? But they're all colors. This is a beautiful deck. It's literally almost every card has all colors on it. Here we go. So let's look at the shift. We shifting towards magnetism, towards becoming conscious creators of our reality. That's the shift that's happening. That's what's being seeded with this new moon in Taurus. Okay, and what number is this shift? It doesn't have a number. Okay, it's on the page number 98. Let's see. The shift. Shift. Earthly meaning. There is no shame in changing your mind or walking away from a person or belief. Some things are for lifetime, but others can only ever offer temporary solace or fleeting fulfillment. Do not cling to the stepping stone. Keep moving, keep growing, and avoid attaching to anything as truth, with quote unquote, truth right now. Your world and your views are in flux. Do not be pushed into making a long-term commitments or concrete decisions. Spiritual meaning, something you love may be coming to an end and you might find it hard to let go. This is only natural and it's not unusual to be sad. However, this ending is also a new beginning, right? A new beginning. A fresh chapter in your story. Know there is a higher purpose to everything and nothing is ever truly lost. Life is forever transforming through endless cycles and we all come back to the shore of love. Okay, here we go. So the shift is happening, you know, like the old versions of yourself, some people, circumstances. I know for me, I'll be going back to Europe. I'll be separated from my partner. So there are going to be changes for sure. You know, there's going to be readjustments period. Something is ending, you know, my time in Mexico, our time in Mexico, something new is beginning. So there is an opportunity for new chapters. This is happening for everyone. Everyone, we all going through massive transformations right now, where we letting go of the old stories, old versions of ourselves, old habits, old routines, everything that is no longer in alignment. And this is to become magnetic of that which we are supposed to bring into our life, to create space, right? Space for something better. Because we always worried, most people straight away when things are being removed, we are afraid that, okay, well, that's it now, nothing better is coming, but most of the time better things are coming. Okay, so here we go. Attractions of opposites, earthly meaning, being involved in a situation against better judgment, feeling somehow responsible for something that was out of your control. Generate a positively changed self-image through conscious affirmative action. A petty annoyance builds and may become detrimental to your environment. Defect irritation with the force fields of confidence and charisma. Duality is an illusion. There is another option. Yeah, this is about we attract what we are, not what we want. So whatever are the situations, okay, let's do the spiritual. Love is a magnetic force that extends from the heart of all living things. Love is both a protective shield and a powerful attractor. It is the center of the flow of life, of your life. A word, a thought, a touch is all it takes for love to ignite. When it does ignite, it radiates from your core, stretching out beyond your horizons. Okay, and then there is further verbiage, which I'm not going to dive into. Okay, so with the magnetism, it is about this square. I feel it's the square, the after effects of this grand fixed square that we've got going on in the sky, which is between the Mars-Pluto opposition and the Moon and Lilith. So from each end we have the square, you know. So Mars is square in the Moon and Lilith. Lilith is square in Mars and Pluto. Pluto is square in Lilith and the Moon. And Moon is square in Pluto and Mars, right? The T-square with the Moon and Pluto-Mars opposition. And this is what's creating the opportunity to break free from the old pattern through contrast. You know, we are experiencing, we understand that, okay, if this is what I'm attracting into my life, then there are things playing out in my subconscious that I'm unaware of because I'm attracting things that potentially I don't like or enjoy anymore. So through this magnetism and us attracting what we are, not what we want, you know, what we in resonance with, we have continuous opportunity to change our frequency, because only you know how you feel, right? How it makes you feel. So everything has a purpose and a meaning. So again, this is, what was the first card? The shift. Yeah, this is, oh, and at the bottom again, in at the bottom there is a clarity. Yeah, perfect, thank you. So yeah, we having a deeper clarity with regards to what we do or don't want. How do we want to create this new foundation? What do we want this new foundation to be? So this is all supporting this shift we are going through. Yes, just because I liked this before, just because this was my opinion, just because this was my belief, doesn't mean that you stuck with it for life, right? It doesn't mean you stuck with it for life. It just means that this is who you were. But now you're going, we all going through the process of death and rebirth, because the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. It's time to, you know, look at things from different perspective. That's why we answering the call. And yeah, and underneath that and that is the strength. Cultivating the strength, allowing the higher self to guide you, and the Fool, because that's a preparation for next year. And yeah, and there are a lot of other cards underneath that, obviously. We can just go through the whole major arcana, but this is where we're going to. This is what it's all for. You know, the last year was the beginning. Well, not beginning, because I mean, everything is cycles within cycles, but yeah, preparation for this. We cultivated the strength to go through what we have to go through, release what we have to release. You know, with the death card, right? This one. Because we're preparing for this. The Wheel of Fortune, the Magician and the Fool. And here it is, the Fool, right? So the shift. We're getting more clarity, thanks to the... More clarity, right? Thanks to that magnetism, you know, things that we are attracting to life, to understand what needs to shift. Right, a lot of that is to do with our, you know, violet flame, the forgiveness, the letting go, forgiving ourselves, others, and having the, because there is the yellow, you know, having the courage to become someone new, right? Okay, final card I'm going to pull from Sacred Destiny. the Denise Lin, Sacred Destiny. So this is the final message, Sacred Destiny. So after effects of the Taurus New Moon, the new foundation we are creating. What is the message? Sacred Destiny. What is the message? New Moon in Taurus 2025. Integration and after effects. Embracing. This card comes up so much. Embracing everything, the good, bad, ugly, all of it, because you don't know how it will serve you, right? Even the difficult situation we are going through, they are serving because they're preparing us for the next chapter, the next step, right? You are learning something that will be of a benefit to you later, embracing all that is, because there is a new horizon ahead, new horizon that you are yet to explore, right? It's like with that card, which one was it? The adventure. This one. Yeah, preparing for the adventure. Number 30, creating it as we speak. Number 30. All right, at the bottom, freedom. Ultimate freedom. Embrace everything, because ultimately by being okay with all that is, in a present moment, you're giving yourself the freedom. That's the only way to set yourself free, by accepting what is for what it is. Because if we are in resistance with what is, then we just keep attracting more of it. We don't have to like what we're experiencing. We don't have to be happy about it. But understanding, okay, this is what it is right now. Accepting that, okay, I don't like it. It is a temporary state, because everything is temporary. Nothing lasts forever, not the good, not the bad. And I have the power to change it, but not until I accept it, right? I have to be aware of it, and I need to accept it, that this is what is, and that's the ultimate freedom. The ultimate freedom you give to yourself, right? By accepting what is, embracing what is, and that creates the openness. And this is a full moon, openness for the universe to guide you where you're meant to go. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that perfect? Yeah, embrace, because that sets you free. When we neutralize the energy, we are no longer polarized. But that which we attract. Then we master the lesson we already learned, right? And that creates the openness. I'm gonna read the openness, because I've not seen that card before. The openness. To me, that is the main message, the openness. Okay, here we go, the secrets of the moon. So the sacred landscape wants you to know, when you receive the card, be open to receiving signs. Be still, do nothing, be open, breathe, relax completely and thoroughly. Incubate your dreams for the future. If you are trying to make a decision, take the time to watch for signs and listen to the whispers of the universe. Watch your dreams for messages regarding the situation. Become the sacred watcher. Observe life as it unfolds rather than becoming engaged in it. Be open to what the universe has in store for you. Be receptive to messages from your soul. This card can also be the bringer of sacred wonders into your life. Miracles can show up in ways you didn't expect. Yeah, there's the synchronicities and serendipities, right? When we embrace everything we're going through, because we might not understand it. Again, we don't have to like it. We might not even understand it, but understanding that it has a meaning, it has a purpose and a meaning. It's happening for a reason. I might not know now, but maybe in 5 years I will know why, right? That gives you the ultimate freedom to be open to universe, to guide you, to your soul, the moon, your emotion, your soul, your intuition, to guide you exactly where you were always meant to go, right? So this is the divine feminine, the receptivity, the living life from this place, the inner guidance, not the outer. The outer is just a reflection, it's the magnetism to show you what needs to shift, to give you the clarity, right? To give you the clarity. But yeah, this also reminded me of that perfect setting, right? Vision, what you want, but then release, let it go. Just remember the feeling, how it makes you feel. That's the most important thing. The heart, right? That connecting to your heart. Open your heart. Here, open your heart. All right, guys, I think these are pretty profound messages. And I mean, it's all saying the same thing. We're creating a new foundation for future, which, yeah, you have a choice how you're going to experience it, but this is the energy. So, I mean, we either go with or against it, right? So here we go. So I hope this was useful. This is, as I said, 2 weeks worth of messages. So watch it in your leisure, and I hope that it resonates with you. Once again, if you would like to book a reading with me, then I am running my 40% off sale until May 1st. And yeah, with that, I wish you all a wonderful 2 weeks ahead, and I'll speak to you from the other side. Much love, everyone, and bye for now.